Let's move on to talk about service organizations. What are these and why are they important? Per the AICPA, service organizations are the entities or segments of an entity that provide services to a user organization that are part of the user organization's information system. Classic example here is going to just be ADP. If you're familiar, they do quite a bit of payroll for companies all around, at least the US. I'm not sure about the world, but good. There's a good chance you are using ADP if you work for a decent sized company. They're the ones who are getting you your paycheck. They do the payroll. And why do they do that payroll? Well, because instead of hiring a bunch of employees, every company hiring employees to do payroll for them, sometimes it's more efficient to just have a specialized company do a specialized activity for that company. A lot of companies outsource their storage, cloud computing, right? That's a service organization. If we store all of our files on Google Drive, that's going to be a service organization for us. That's our storage. If we just don't have an accounting department and we hire an accounting firm to do our books for us, that's going to be service organization there. These service organizations allow companies to outsource aspects of their operations, such as payroll, income collection, tax prep, etc. Instead of hiring a bunch of people to do taxes every year, because also think about it. What are those people going to do the rest of the year? Let's just say you're a simple company that just needs one tax return filed. Well, probably just going to outsource that and hire a CPA firm. Per the PCAOB, a service auditor is the auditor who reports on controls of a service organization that may be relevant to a user organization's internal control as it relates to an audit of financial statements. We've got these service auditors now. We're introducing that concept. And these are the ones who report on the controls of the service organization. So okay, here we go. We've got a nice example. Let's say you work at ABC firm and you're auditing Microsoft. You're an auditor at this accounting firm. You're auditing your client. Microsoft uses ADP for its payroll processing. So ADP would be a service organization to Microsoft. Microsoft's outsourcing their payroll processing. Now, if DEF firm audits ADP, because ADP isn't just like Microsoft, it's a big public company and they need an audit as well, DEF would be the service auditor. If we are auditing Microsoft, DEF is auditing ADP, who does payroll for Microsoft. You, as the auditor for ABC, can use DEF's report, which is an audited financial statement report, of ADP for your assessment of Microsoft's internal control. Because even though ADP is a separate entity, separate company, since they're taking over, I'd say a pretty important part of Microsoft's operations, that's still part of their control environment, right? ADP is part of Microsoft's internal control environment, and as such, you need to obtain reasonable assurance over it. So in reality, what are you going to do? You're going to make sure that DEF is a reputable firm, that you can trust them, that they've got solid procedures for auditing. Now, if it's just some random, possibly sketchy firm that's auditing ADP, maybe you can't rely on their audited financial statements. However, if it's going to be a big company such as this, you can likely rely upon them. So, you would need to make inquiries on DEF's professional reputation. If you, as the auditor of ABC, are issuing an unmodified opinion, you should not reference the service auditor's report, but you can use it to form your own opinion. That's important because you're not going to say, oh, yeah, DEF, they had a clean opinion. You're not going to say that. You don't want to pull anyone else into the mix. However, behind the scenes with your audit, you're going to just use that to give yourself reasonable assurance that this procedure, this process, this payroll is sufficient. However, if the opinion's modified, you can reference the service auditor's report, but are not required to. Just some optionality you have there and some facts to know if you are in this situation.
Hey there! Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material? We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.